to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You're listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Minute. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. Well, welcome back to the final part of our interview with Arthur-Smitherman of the Canadian Constituents Party. Okay, my final major question is, but we touched on it earlier. You mentioned that Trudeau is talking about 5 seats in play, and you're thinking about those. But what is your what are your realistic goals at the provincial level, let alone the federal level? Where do you see yourself first and foremost?
Well, you're asking me to tip my hat to my competitors.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
I don't actually have too much of a problem. As I said previously, I can't put all my cards on the table. But as you know, Ontario has 120 going on, approximately 140 seats provincially. And we really want to have at least 20 to 60 of those seats in the next provincial election. But we're also focusing on the same specific ridings, and geographies in the provincial election that we will federally. Okay. So we want to build beachheads in some very, tactical and strategic ridings where we think there's an opportunity to split the vote, where we think we've got policies that are interesting and important and vital to the constituents, and we want to build a good beachhead. But it's important to understand that we really don't have any conservative representation in Ontario at the provincial level. So there's other federal parties that, the Bloc obviously specializes in Quebec. Yes. We're not adverse to spreading our work across Canada, but it's highly likely that we're going to be building significant beachheads in about 20 to 60 important ridings in Ontario, both provincially and federally.
Okay, well, that kind of comes on to my last question, which is just basically a number of questions, is how can people reach you if they have more questions, and how can they become more involved if they want to, and are there any local groups that you would recommend that they contact?
Well, firstly, my website address is www.constituents.online. Some people have fussy browsers and may have better luck with www.art for Ward 8. So that's ART number 4 Ward8.com. My phone number is on all my social media accounts. I'm also available on Skype at ADSCO77. So that's ADSCO, Apple, Douglas, Sam, Charlie, Oscar, 77 on Skype. And my phone number is on my Facebook social media account. Okay. You can contact me through Facebook. And
you're on email?
My email is also available through my social media accounts. We have the Canadian Constituents Party group on Facebook. We actually have 2 Canadian Constituents Party groups on Facebook. I do a lot of work through my individual Facebook account, Arthur-Smitherman. And I'm wide open to take calls and listen to opinion and policy. We are looking to build relationships with a number of advocacy groups. More recently, we've got a lot of traction supporting Sandra Solomon and her concerns. We also support suffragets against silence. We work and support them. And there's another bunch of of individuals that have mutual interests and concerns, and we're supporting them as well. But there's a lot of work to be done. I think that there's a lot of labor, a lot of good labor that's sitting idly by that could be a tremendous benefit to our party. People that can actually pick up the phone and call or are receptive to learning how to use the predictive dialers. There's nothing like one-on-one contact. We know scientifically that personal contact will convert 1 out of 12 people. We want to get out into these by-elections, and boots on the ground are very important. One very important thing that I'm trying to get across to advocates is that with the energy and the work they expend, a well-organized campaign into the ridings of our adversarial MPs and MPPs really does make a difference. Our objective is to ensure that the constituents are informed that they've elected monsters, and we need to ensure that these rogue MPPs and MPs are never elected again.
Well, on that note, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, Arthur. It's been an enjoyable experience, and I hope we can do it again.
Okay, well, I thank you very kindly for the opportunity to do a podcast with you, and I'm very much looking forward to taking calls and inquiries from our audience. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you. That was Arthur Smithman of the Canadian Constituents Party. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, and I'm on Twitter at @ARadioCanada. That's EHRADIO Canada. I'm also on Facebook at the same address, A Radio Canada. I'm now on Gab at @ARadio. That's EHRADIO. You can email me at aradiocanada@gmail.com. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com and you can listen to all my morning minutes there. And under Spreaker.com/A-Radio. That's EHRADIO. And please click on the like button. You can find all my podcasts and all my morning minutes at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Minutes tab.